Divine, divine, I'm a divine, divine being. This is the life for me. I am divine, divine being. This song came to me right before when I was preparing for this reading, this session. It's not really a reading, it's a session. And I really wanted to kind of share that sound because I'm learning more about sound healing. I'm learning more about sound healing and how it really affects the body, what it does for us, and really sitting into the like magic of our sounds. I feel like a lot of spirit been working with me a lot on language, like how I'm using my words, as in like not what I'm saying, but like the usage of a word, what the word means, what's the prefix, what's the suffix, you know, those kind of things. And so with that, I'm gonna be changing things up a little bit. Things gonna be a little bit different from here. So, you know, I do hope that what I am guided to offer is serves you guys. That's my main goal in every video, is to make sure that what I'm giving serves you. You know, even though I've been using these gifts as far as how the multitude interacts with what I am, there's still journey, like plenty journey left for that. So I ask you to like, share, subscribe, help get me into algorithm so that more of our tribe can find me and we can, you know, have our experience together and let my energy and myself, my being, be available to the creator so that everyone that is within my tribe has something that they can take away from their experiences with me. I am Michelin L. Michelin L. From Sacred Autonomy. Yes, so welcome to this video. Today I'm just bringing through whatever energy is being required. It looks like it's about to storm outside, so if it starts storming during this reading or this session, then yeah, it's already thundering. So don't be alarmed, don't be disturbed, let it just be the frequency of this shift right now. It's kind of awesome that it's thundering, though. It reminds me of the every time I have an experience with that, it reminds me of the tower card in tarot. You know how it has usually thundering bolts on it, and it usually says it usually speaks to me about the shifting of things. It's not always necessarily like a denotion of like something negative. It's just the shifting, the moving, sometimes the turbulence, and sometimes the energy of just that transaction, because you know there has to be friction in order for something to move. So yeah, energy, right? Okay, cards is falling out. So wait, let me tap into what is the main themes of like what's going on with y'all. And I hope y'all are doing well. I hope that you are having many blessed and abundant unfoldments. I see the strength card. Oh, and look at the sun card again. And the Hierophants. The Hierophants. What is he here to say? Oh, the Justice card was about to come out. Okay, themes. That's good things. Are we done with this? Is this the themes for today? Okay. So strength, the sun card, the Hierophant. This is the life for me. You know what that those words came from? Because it was interesting, because I heard the rhythm of it. And And then that song, oh my gosh, it's some rap song, and it was talking about, I don't know what the world's doing, but this is the life of me, thug life. And I don't listen to no thug music like that, y'all. I ain't even gonna front. But I do understand the choice for a life that feels like you're on the outskirts of many situations, because that's just what life is doing right now. That's how people are taking you. Like, you can only be absorbed into the masses but so much, and it's to the degree where you're on the outside of the ring and barely being absorbed, because you're just that different, and most people maybe don't match your frequency. And that might not be for everybody, but I feel like for my collective, this is going to be something you're going to be experiencing, this new or this always been there. And so we want to just be mindful of that, because keeping your balance and not having perspectives that keep you in a feeling of loneliness. The thing just happened right there. So make sure that you're not keeping yourself in an experience of feeling lonely, which could mean like having perceptions that make you feel lonely. Because when you really get tapped into yourself, you will realize that you are literally never alone. And there's so many beings like in your energy field or around you or accessible to you. You cannot be lonely, right? So that's just the frequency of what it is happening right now. And it is true, yes, as we go through the shifts right now, you're going to be experiencing some loneliness, because if people are moving out your life, yeah, there's going to be moments when you're like, oh, who's here today, who left? Let's do a check-in, who's left? So yeah, we are opening up to a new experience, a new existence right now. That is kind of the frequency of happening that I've been feeling to discuss today in my body. Yeah, so I really like that. That's how that came together. And that kind of feeling of this is what life is for me. And I think one thing that also triggered is just in my own journey today, there has been this internal conversation with like completely allowing that divinity to flow, and like eliminating all of the little pieces that take away from what my divinity can be expressed as. And I really want to be like the essence, my truest essence. And that is, that is within my divinity, that's possible and able to happen. And that's for all of us. You know what I'm saying? That's not really just for me. A lot of the things that are for me are actually also for my tribe, because on some level, the vibrational resonance is thick, right? And I think that sometimes we have many pieces that go with many people, but then you have the group that is like most aligned. And so that's where that sprinkling. So like what they're showing me is like a solid edge, and then there's like all these little dots, and the dots fade out long before it gets to the center. The dots fade out, right? Because there's no integration in any extensive points. So then you don't really experience a lot of what that mass is experiencing. You're only on the outskirts experiencing just pieces of what they're getting, because you're more into your existence, your family, your unit, your world. And so also the uniqueness of what you are, it just doesn't reach everybody. Like, and it can be beautiful to people who don't know you and aren't on that frequency at all, but you vibrate truly with what's most like you. And that is sometimes in this world right now today not always the common thing. So it's nothing but acceptance for that. It doesn't have to be anything right or wrong, because in the divine big picture of all things, the reality is that we are in a upgrade, a massive up leveling. And so the pieces that don't need to be there any longer at certain points will shift, and that's just what it is. And the shifting can be ascension. Like, let's just keep it 100% funky right now. Like, because ain't no need to act like it's not happening. There's no need for that. But also taking it as an ascension, which is a leveling up, a increase, and not a take away, a minusing. Now, the transition of flesh life, the flesh will deteriorate and go back to the earth, and it is not something that energy is lost from, but it's just the separation of the energy. So instead of the body being the vessel, then the body, the spirit separates from the vessel, but the vessel is allowed to transfer its energy back into the ethers, into the earth. Yeah, we're going through these transitions. So let's see. I feel like I want to do some more sound work before I get into these cards. I feel like the main purpose of this session is to play with sound more. So we're gonna do that. Oh, this is these chargers I sell. They are energy chargers. They are called reset chargers. So what they do is help reset your frequency. And I know you can probably see this white orb right here is the selenite piece. Selenite clears and charges on its own. So the reason that's there is the center is to help keep the piece charged and ready. There's also copper in there. There's herbs in there to help accelerate and to magnetize and to assist one with their like magical expressions. And we have all the chakra stones here. So I've only put one root chakra, but that's because there's a lot of red in the center. I don't know if you can tell, but there's red underneath the orb as well. So, and then there's copper on the bottom. You know, copper is very conductive. I was led to put that there to kind of like accentuate the energy that's flowing through, but it's also on the base. So it's intended that you use it, hold it for meditation, lay it on your body. And it really does like clear your frequency. You can still charge them in sunlight if you want. That's not against the rules. But this construct of what this looks like was a download that I had. The quartz magnifies everything. The clear quartz, I mean the selenite in the middle clears, and it's a very high vibrational energy. So it's high vibrational amplified in the chakras with the copper and the herbs, and so it's kind of a, you know, unique piece. But I sell these, so you can check these out at attuneme.earth. So I was there to bring this out and to show y'all and to talk to y'all about this. So I'm thinking that someone needs it, so check it out and see what it can do for you. If it's very clarifying, just holding it in my hands really, you know, we hold our cell phones a lot, and so when we have times where we're not doing anything or don't have cell phones, it's nice to have a stone that can help you clear your hands. And for me, my hands do a lot. So the energy work, the light language, the healing abilities, Reiki stuff, and then my creations all flow through my hand. So this is just another way that that expression flows through my art and my channeling ability, well, which is everyone's ability. But yeah, so it's just making my hands feel really, really great. I haven't used this for my hands in a while. It's been on my mind, but I'm gonna make some gloves for people who do work with their hands or just want to have their hands charged. You know, some stones for that. So that's gonna be awesome. I'm working on that. Yes, so back to the actual reading, the actual session. I have a habit of saying reading. Okay, so I feel like I'm being naked with y'all right now today. Let's see. Okay, we have some tongues coming through first, so let's see what is wanting to be said. Something about lineage. L'altro kurumala stakari tiki ndasolorokom de la trastambwa. L'isla de kuro stumburo trokandle betisa lekenda sign de lok uruk ora disekinda slabro trustukanda. This is coming from an ancient being, which is what I call the ancestors of the I'm sorry, apologies, I'm speaking too fast. That is what I call the so-called aliens, the It's funny because I say it that way because they say we've been here longer than y'all have. We not the aliens here. Um, so the ancient ones, the ancient entities, I call them that, but you know, sometimes people call them aliens, ECT, extraterrestrials. They don't mind that one, extraterrestrials. And so this who is speaking to me now. Okay, some confusion around the lineage, confusion around like who's from where and who did what, and all of those things, those topics around our race concepts and those things. To fulfill what is necessary. Knowing where you're from can be helpful. They don't want us to put too much weight on those things though. It's like those things, they're good to know and they can be helpful, but don't put too much weight on that. Your divine structure is what it is. Like, it is there in the way it is because of what is flowing through you. So those things that you may be looking for are already present within you. So don't see yourself as separate from those things because they are already within you. You are literally your walking ancestors. Like, their cells made your cells. So you can't miss yourself, okay? You can't miss your lineage. You can't miss what that is for you unless you just are choosing to. You're choosing to not see or understand those aspects of yourself. Okay, so you can like call those aspects up in you to be activated and to be what's that word? Active in your daily activity, your daily movements. So basically to say that you can call the energies of that ancestral lineage up through to today, so that you can use that knowledge with wisdom, with tact, have that information at your fingertips. The Akashic Records is being mentioned, and the Akashic Records is about you understanding yourself better as far as all the things you've done, all the places you've been, all of those places. But you already still have access to that information, and you're never separate from that information. It's not really like a go and get. It's like you pull it up from your own, file. Like, it's already there. Like, you're not going to look for something. Okay. We can do an activation for this for you, so to help you to remember your lineage, so that you can use that information for your betterment and for those around you and those who you support and those who you love. Okay, something about understanding. Once again, understanding. They're saying like understanding the way your structure is made. It's like this stacking effect. So it's like okay, so like pieces from all of your lineage are like a place within you, This is like lifetime. So obviously you're not bringing that whole lifetime in with you, because you don't need that information right now. You don't need that information right now. You're living this lifetime. So what you would want to do is have the pieces from those lifetimes that are going to serve you, that's going to bring enlightenment, love, like it's going to lift up, or whatever that function is, that's going to help you unfold the truths of what you're experiencing today. So you want to go ahead and allow those things to unfold within you. Let me scoot over a little bit. Okay. I need to switch legs, y'all. Let's see. So okay. Okay, they're showing me like a stack of CD. You know the CD players where they used to have the like 6 it used to have the 6 tray, heck, I don't even know what it was called. The 6 CDs at one time. You could put 6 CDs in your music player, and they would stack on top of each other. But you can always go and access each song, each section of each album when you want to hear it. So this is how this works. You just pull that information in. And okay, they're like, this is not a woo-woo thing. This is not like one of those woo-woo things where it's like you know, because you was on another planet. Like, it's like, this is everyday stuff. Like, you're interacting with this even if you don't know you are, because it's built into you. Like, it's built into you. You are a whole being. And even though you may have different lifetimes at the same time, different places, you're still a whole being. So you have access to the full self, the oversoul. You have access to all of that information whenever you want to use it. So it shouldn't be a thing where you feel like you gotta do something special to get it. Like, no, like, this is just who and what you are. So just be okay with acknowledging that this is what you are. And just it's like because you don't already know it doesn't mean it doesn't exist, because all the things you know now that you didn't know before existed when you didn't know them. You just didn't know them. That's what they're explaining, which is, I hadn't thought about that before. Okay, all right. So okay, allow the unfoldment of this moment as best that you can. Sit in yourself and allow the vibrations to shift your energy and to help you to be what you are. We're going to give you a few minutes of sound so that you can hear yourself, so that you can listen to yourself, so that you can vibrate as yourself, so that you can fulfill yourself. Okay. And the fulfillment of yourself is the fulfillment of your lineage. Don't look at yourself as separate from your ancestors or all the beings that exist around you. Know that they are always there. Like, you know how something is a thought away, like a memory? Like, it's like that. It can be like that. It can just be just a thought away. You know, when you sit and you go, oh, da 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 da. You know, you like I'm doing when I say and I'm really pausing for that moment, and myself is going and grasping that piece. Like, this is all this ever needs to happen. Like, it doesn't have to be like more detailed than that. Just you giving it the thought and the space to come in, and realizing that you don't have all of the information in your conscious now state, as in like okay, if you don't, like, the thing about you, if you don't already know it, then you say you learned it, but really that information was already there. It was already there within you. Not that it was outside of you, it was already there within you. You just tapped into that file. You just opened that file. You just pulled that piece of information up within yourself. You just accessed that cellular memory from yourself. Cellular, is that right? you just access that piece of information from yourself. Okay, right. It wouldn't be cellular because it's not same life. It might not be from the same lifetime. Okay, but so let's move on. Lete di sile karambru stokoro koroto le sete di sile karambra la strakli sile kere imbru kuru sulu di pekele sinambla le kere sile de borko onto sulu de pere sile ke nisra la mre sile kere pisra karapu kuru ute